The nation's outraged over the rape and murder of a trainee doctor in Kolkata. Doctors are up in arms and have hit the streets in different parts of the country. Protests by doctors have been witnessed in Delhi, Lucknow, Chandigarh, Mumbai, and several other places. Several doctors from hospitals across India have gone on an indefinite strike, demanding adequate security for all medical staff.
कोलकाता के सरकारी अस्पताल में जिस बर्बरता के साथ महिला डॉक्टर का बलात्कार और उसके बाद उसकी हत्या कर दी गई, आज कोलकाता की सड़कों पर जो है डॉक्टर से लेकर समाज के हर वर्ग के लोग और बुद्धिजीवी सड़कों पर उतरे हैं। आपको बता दें, ये विरोध प्रदर्शन उसके बलात्कार और हत्या के खिलाफ है।
अगर हम सेफ नहीं फील करेंगे अपने ही हॉस्पिटल में, जहाँ पे हम 36 घंटे की ड्यूटीज देते हैं, तो फिर उसके बाद हम उसके अंदर जाने में भी सेफ नहीं फील करेंगे। विच इज वाई हम अपना काम we have put our pens down और हमने काम करना बंद कर दिया है।
Well, massive outrage by the healthcare workers, doctors across the India after a trainee doctor has been assaulted, raped and then murdered in an unfortunate incident happened at the RJK hospital in the Kolkata. And after that, the Doctors Association across the India has given a call, and we can clearly see here several, healthcare workers, including doctors, they gathered here at the Gandhi, one of the biggest government hospital in the Telangana state, and they are demanding that action should be initiated immediately, and they are demanding justice for the victim.
Doctors nationwide are out on streets protesting. We are here at All India Institute of Medical Sciences in National Capital, where the junior doctors have now walked out of their respective duties in various departments of All India Institute of Medical Sciences and protesting.
इसी हम ये इंसिडेंट को लास्ट अराउंड 60 आवर्स हो गए, 65 आवर्स हो गए, उसको हम लोग क्लियरली फॉलो कर रहे हैं एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन से, वहाँ की मीडिया से, वहाँ के रेजिडेंट डॉक्टर से, बट अभी तक का कोई कंक्लूसिव एविडेंस नहीं आया है। हमारी उसी चीज को देखते हुए आज हमने डिसाइड किया है कि एम्स में हम लोग एक स्ट्राइक के लिए जाएंगे।
And as outrage escalates, the principal of the RJK Medical College and Hospital, Sandeep Ghosh, resigned from the post. But hours after his resignation, he was appointed as the principal of the Calcutta National Medical College. State Police, meanwhile, summoned 3 junior doctors and 1 housekeeping staff who were on duty on the night the incident happened. Kolkata Police will also conduct DNA mapping of accused Sanjay Roy to determine if more people were involved in the crime. Cops have also seized the bike belonging to the accused, which had Kolkata Police written on it. Meanwhile, Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee visited the victim's residence to meet the grieving family. She's assured that the case will be handed over to the CBI if the Kolkata Police fails to solve the case by Sunday. Now, BJP slammed the Mamata government and pressed for immediate handing over of the probe to the CBI. BJP's co-in-charge for Bengal, Amit Malviya, has claimed that Sunday deadline set by Mamata is a bid to buy more time to undermine investigation and intimidate the victim's family.
এবং আমি চাই পুলিশ যত তাড়াতাড়ি সম্ভব দোষীদের গ্রেফতার করবে আর রবিবার পর্যন্ত যদি তারা কোন কিনারা করতে না পারে কারণ ভেতরেও তো অনেকে আছে তাহলে এই কেসটা আমরা আমাদের হাতে রাখবো না আমরা সিবিআই কে দিয়ে দেব তার কারণ হচ্ছে আমার এতে কোনো পাওয়ার লেনাদেনা কিছু নেই আমি প্রথম দিন থেকেই বলছি কিন্তু ওদের সাকসেস রেট খুব কম
आप उसकी ठीक से पोस्टमार्टम नहीं कराते हैं आप इनक्वेस्ट रिपोर्ट ठीक से नहीं बनाते हैं डॉक्टर अजीब प्रकार की बातें कर रहे हैं कुछ लोग सुसाइड की बात कर रहे हैं क्या मतलब है इसका हम डिमांड करते हैं सीबीआई इंक्वायरी जो वहां की भाजपा ने कहा है और ममता जी आप बार बार सीबीआई से भागती हैं कम से कम एक मरी हुई डॉक्टर की नृशंस हत्या के तो न्याय दे दीजिए आप
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Let's take this across to our guest. Joining us, Shatrupa, spokesperson of the BJP. Gargi Nandi Roy is a political analyst. Joining us with us also is Professor Monijit Mandal, political analyst. But I want to go first and foremost to Riju Datta, national spokesperson of the TMC. Dr. Riju Datta, action is taken on Mr. Ghosh, who was heading this particular institute. And then soon he's appointed as the chief of another institute. What is going on? How is this fixing accountability for a crime that has outraged doctors across the nation, sir?
No, first of all, straight off the bat, I want to say it's a heinous crime. It's the rarest of rare crime that has been committed inside the premises of a government hospital. And everybody should take accountability for it. The juniors doctors who are protesting, they wanted his removal. We removed him, we removed the MSVP, we removed the Assistant Commissioner of Police under whose jurisdiction the hospital falls. So we have met the demands of the protesting doctors.
But why
now
a doctor who's an
orthopedic surgeon with 20...
Why is the hurry to reinstate him? You are removing him, fine. But have someone demanded that he be reinstated? The optics are looking very bad, Mr. Datta. And nationally speaking, there are doctors on the streets across the country. Your government appears to be in a hurry to reinstate this person. Why, sir?
I'm giving you the answer if you give me the courtesy to time to explain. See, this doctor, this particular doctor, I don't know, he was removed from his post from RG, but he is an orthopedic surgeon, a professor-ranked doctor with more than 25 years of experience. So we have just moved him to a different hospital where we can be use of service to mankind, to humanity. For him being accountable as the principal of RG Medical College, we have removed him from there. But the bottom line here is this. I want to step over politics here. I am not going to represent myself as Trinamool national spokesperson. I do not want mudslinging. We want justice for the victim's family, and we want the culprit to be hanged by the gallows.
Certainly everybody is outraged. There are people who's absolutely, it's a story that's going to make your skin crawl wherever in the country this happens. It's not about West Bengal. But the question and the concepts of accountability remain the same. And in that vein, I want to ask Shatarupa, before I get into the investigation aspect, in terms of accountability, the fact that he's a doctor, a professor, he can serve mankind. Those can be excuses that can be used in the context of any senior official in any capacity, Shatarupa. Do you think the concepts of accountability have been upheld here?
Madhav, I am tired, sick and tired of the tall talk delivered by the Trinamool spokespersons, whether it's either Riju or whether it's anybody else. My question is very straight. Again, I don't really want to do any mudslinging on politics. But you tell me, why has this person not been handed over to the police? Like you very correctly said, that why is there such a hurry, such a rush to wrap up everything under the carpet? Why are you brushing everything under the carpet? This man, he has been, he's been hurriedly removed and then again reinstated for his service to mankind, if at all ever. And there has been absolutely no questioning by the police. He is the man who first commented that why was the girl going to the seminar room? Why was she on duty at night? This kind of insensitive comments. Let me just shift the focus slightly to a larger context. The Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal holds several portfolios, among which she holds the Health Minister's portfolio, she holds the Police Minister's portfolio. So therefore, as the Health Minister, is it okay, well within my rights, well within anybody's rights in West Bengal, to ask why was there no CCTV camera in the premises of RG Corp for over 3 years? Why is there no security officer to even register who's going in and coming out? Here I'm not even talking about weapons or arms. I'm not even talking about an armed guard. Why has there been no cognizance taken of the fact that these very female doctors who were on duty in the afternoon, daytime, they were resting, or maybe in some common room, I don't know where. Apparently, there is no on-call resting room. And there was a report of 3 months ago, there was a report of hoodlums, drunkard hoodlums coming in and disturbing them. Maybe they were not raped. But why was there no cognizance taken? Police initially in the early hours, they refused to lodge a complaint of rape. They refused to say that the girl was murdered.
Well, absolutely shocking. And victim shaming, certainly in this particular case, perhaps the most heinous aspect of what is being discussed at the moment. But I want to ask Riju, there are some very, very serious concerns that have been expressed by Shatarupa over there. But are you aware, sir, that there were complaints by one of the deputy superintendents who raises serious questions before the West Bengal State Vigilance Commission? Later, the Anti-Corruption Bureau forwards the complaint to the Principal Secretary, and there is no investigation into this from the best of our knowledge. And some of those claims that have been made as far as this aspect is concerned, including illegal management of bodies, human rights violations, scams in biowaste management, misuse of public funds, purchasing equipment at higher rate, procurement discrepancies, personal misconduct, unethical practices, other irregularities. It's a long list. But Riju Datta, if a year ago this complaint was made, had it been investigated properly, perhaps we would not have allowed things to come to such a pass.
Madhav, I am not here to defend Dr. Sandeep Ghosh. But I will say this, the problem with people who are students of WhatsApp University, they do not know the facts. These kind of comments that came into light was circulated through WhatsApp, and the principal did not make this insensitive comment, point number one. Point number two, all the list of allegations that you have made, those are correct allegations and they are all being probed by the West Bengal Vigilance. If by the logic, I go by the logic that the BJP is giving, then by the same logic, the ED and CBI charge sheet mentioned person is the leader of opposition of West Bengal. If some person should be hanged by the gallows just because he was working in the premise at that time, then by that same logic, what happened in Manipur, Narendra Modi should have resigned.
I just think, I think it would be a very insensitive comparison to make. The whole country, doctors and young people are outraged. Please do not make, two crimes and two wrongs don't make a right. I'm not going to start comparing crimes, sir, but it's a very insensitive thing. When we do whataboutery, there are some cases, normal political, one second, Riju, just one second, just hear me out. There are normal political debates where you and BJP can go tu meme, you can say whataboutery here, they will say whataboutery there. It's another situation. This is not a case in which I don't think anybody should even try and draw comparisons. If you're going to do that, it's going to be extremely insensitive and perceived very wrongly. I'm requesting you, Riju, not to do so. I want to ask Gargi the question that you raised, though, that those comments were not made by the outgoing Mr. Ghosh. Gargi, would you like to respond to Riju on that factual point?
Okay, thank you, Madhav. See, Riju is just diverting and just doing whataboutery. It does not matter whether Mr. Sandeep Ghosh, if he had made it, is very misogynistic. Even if he did not make that comment, that does not mean that he is absolutely clean. No. In last few years, he had been transferred thrice and reinstated. He was transferred last year and he locked the principal's room. Again, he was returned to that place. So imagine, Madhav, what kind of clout this principal has. Why is Mamata Banerjee under so much pressure to reinstate him immediately? So there must be some reason, na? And Riju is saying the scams, Corona period, the scam, there was one-man commission of Alapan Bandopadhyay, nothing happened. So we are not getting into the scam. What we want to say, there has been a feeling among people that in this RG case, it is an attempt to cover up. Because from the very beginning, the girl's parents get a call from so-called assistant super saying it's a suicide. And the kind of bruises and the whatever we seen, it is not the handiwork of one person. There must be more person.
Okay.
Now there are questions.
I want Professor Mandal to respond to that. Professor Mandal, multiple persons perhaps behind this crime. And why is it that a police official, or there is an allegation of a police official putting pressure on the family to, try and either bribe them or whatever and try and reduce the gravity of the crime or take away from that? Is there some kind of cover-up going on is a question on many people's minds.
Let us agree on one that cannot be condoned at any point of time at all. And nobody who is even distantly connected with such heinous crime should be spared. The facts remain that do you do politics of this kind to talk about justice and equity? The answer should be no. We are not making any comparison at all. The fact remains that if at all this principal has made any kind of comment of this nature, it should also be hauled up. And I believe the government so far, government of the day, has done absolutely everything right, except, to my best of knowledge, except returning this person as the principal of a different medical college. And I think Mamata will definitely, in hindsight, will realize, and maybe he will be removed very soon. There is no need to return such a person who will have some kind of vicarious responsibility. He is no way connected to the crime. That may be quite clear. But having said that, I do not think this kind of person should be immediately returned to, hold another principal post of a different college. But the government has done everything right. The police was swung into action. Within few hours, the main culprit was nabbed. Mamata has gone to the extent of saying that the investigation will be handed over to the CBI within 3-4 days from now. So I think the government has no stake at all as far as, hushing up anything concerned. That is BJP's propaganda, BJP's narrative. BJP is trying to, corner the government on this issue.
If Mamata Banerjee is announced CBI, what's the problem, Gargi? What's the issue? If she is announced a CBI inquiry?
Yes, immediately we need a CBI investigation. Mamata Banerjee is giving the police force time to wipe out all the evidence. She has given the time till Sunday. So wipe out the evidences till Sunday.
Okay.
So CBI will not be able to do anything. Madhav, Sanjay, as she said, Shaturpa, Madhav, this Sanjay Rai was on the welfare board. Let me tell you, who controls welfare board? How can a civic volunteer who can only do traffic duty as per Calcutta High Court be on a welfare board?
Gargi Nandi Roy, I'm sorry I have to come in now because we're completely out of time. I'm sure this is going to be subject of much political debate, and certainly the entire nation is watching what happens in Kolkata, what happens at the RGK hospital, because this is something that the young people, the young doctors of this country are extremely incensed about. If we can't provide a safe working space for our doctors, what does this speak for us as a nation? We'll have to leave it there. Shatrupa, Gargi Nandi Roy, Dr. Riju Datta, Professor Manojit Mandal, thanks so much for joining us this evening.